Welcome to the entertaining Talkin' Sports.
What is going on, football fans? Back at it with another New York Giants video. Before I get started, I just want to give a real quick shout out to Gil Soto Jr. for being the first member on my channel. I just want to say thank you so much, man. And I'll be doing shout outs, once a week for anybody that may join the channel. And I'll explain the perks in the comments below if you have any questions about that. I don't want to take up any more time on the video, but thank you, Gil. So I wanted to jump into this video about Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones this year, you've heard some negative, you heard some positive. You've heard guys like Todd McShay saying that quarterback's our biggest problem. We need to take a quarterback. Some of the Giants fans seem to think that Daniel Jones is not the answer. Jeffrey Abbey comes to mind, great subscriber of mine, and some Giants fans share his mindset. I'm kind of on the fence, but when you look into this article and you really look at some of the things Daniel Jones accomplished in his rookie year, it's very encouraging stuff, especially when you factor in all the surrounding circumstances. There's been a lot of injuries to the offense this year. Saquon Barkley with the high ankle sprain, who's his best offensive weapon. Golden Tate misses the first 4 weeks due to a suspension. Sterling Shepard's been out with concussions all year. Evan Ingram's been out. The offensive line has not played as well as we anticipated. Now, some of that could be attributed to a rookie quarterback, has to learn the playbook better, which is why I would have waited a few weeks to bring him in. But regardless, you have to expect that to improve in Daniel Jones' second year. The other good news, the negative aspects of Daniel Jones' game this year. Obviously, he's had trouble reading coverages and the fumbling issues, but those are things you expect from a rookie quarterback. Those are things that could be corrected. The things that he's shown us, a lot of them are God-given ability. His ability to run with the football, his ability to fit the ball into tight windows. That's encouraging stuff. He ranks near the top of the league in tight window throws. Now, a lot of that has to do with the fact that a lot of times he has to because his receivers have not created separation. He also has a great rapport with rookie wideout Darius Slayton. So a lot of incredible things. And his stat line is very impressive for a rookie if you take away the fumbles, which, like I said, it is a problem. But it was a problem for Lamar Jackson last year, and he improved on it. And it's certainly something Jones can improve on, especially if they improve this offensive line. So, yeah, the pocket awareness has to get better. He has to work on, some of the throws against the cover too. But overall, very encouraging things out of Daniel Jones. And if you look at it, since the Patriot game, I think he had like 12 touchdowns and 2 picks. So he's played very well as, he's progressed. And I think these last 2 games for Jones, sitting on the bench, maybe getting to watch Eli Manning play, learning the playbook, seeing it from the sideline, may help him that much more. That could have been a very valuable learning experience for these 2 weeks, and we'll have to wait and see how it plays out the final 2 weeks of the season. But when you look at his stat line, yes, the record is not good, 2-8. But you expect that from a rookie quarterback, especially one that came onto a bad roster. The Giants had the 6th pick for a reason. They brought in a rookie quarterback. They threw him into the fire after 2 weeks, and you expect him to have a poor record. So I don't read too much into that. He has almost a 62% completion percentage, 2,374 yards, 18 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions. And when you look how he has fared against his counterparts in their rookie seasons over the last 4 years, I think you're going to be incredibly encouraged as Jordan Raanan came out with some of these stats. So here is the article, and here is the first quote. Jones has thrown 18 touchdown passes in his first 10 starts. Only 3 quarterbacks selected in the first round of the past 4 NFL drafts have tossed more. Kansas City's Patrick Mahomes, Houston's Deshaun Watson, and Cleveland's Baker Mayfield. Now, one important note I want to make there. Patrick Mahomes, we all know, did not make a start in his rookie year outside of the last game of the season when Kansas City already had the playoffs wrapped up. But Alex Smith started the first 15 games of Patrick Mahomes' career. So Mahomes had an entire year to learn the playbook from the sideline and come in more prepared. And that is very valuable. There's no doubt about it. And it's why I think Mahomes played as well as he did. Not to mention, he has a brilliant offensive mind in Andy Reid. Deshaun Watson is a freak. He's MVP candidate every year. And Baker Mayfield last year set the record for most touchdowns in a rookie season by a quarterback. So that's very good company. And then it also goes on to say he's better than Carson Wentz, better than Sam Darnold, better than Lamar Jackson. He's also better than Jared Goff. We're going to get into all the numbers. Of course, Wentz took a huge jump year 2, and so did Lamar Jackson. The next thing we're going to talk about is this. Jones's QBR during that stretch is a respectable 51.4. Only Mahomes, Watson, and Arizona's Kyler Murray performed better in their first 10 starts. And again, Mahomes, a full year to prepare. Watson, one of the best quarterbacks in the league. And Kyler Murray plays in the air raid offense, which sets you up for a lot of easy, quick 4 or 5 yard throws. And I think that kind of boosts his stats. They don't ask Kyler Murray to do as much as Daniel Jones does, in my opinion, in terms of throwing the football. So, again, incredible company there for Daniel Jones. And then this is how he's performed against his counterparts overall. And when you look at this list, we already went over, he's 4th in touchdowns among all these quarterbacks in their first 10 starts, and he's 4th in QBR. But look at some of those numbers at the bottom. Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, they didn't have great rookie years. Look at the QBR. Goff had a 30.8. His second year, he took a huge step. Obviously, McVay bringing in him helped, and maybe the Giants will make a coaching change. But he got more acclimated to the pros. Todd Gurley took a huge leap. We hope that happens with Saquon Barkley. I think they're in very comparable situations. Carson Wentz took a huge leap. The Eagles won the Super Bowl in his second year and was probably the MVP of the league over his first 13 starts. Now, of course, you could point to situations where they didn't improve. Mitch Trubisky never really got better. He improved somewhat, but he's still not that good of a quarterback. Sam Darnold has not taken a huge step forward in his second year. Baker Mayfield has regressed. But, for as many people that didn't improve or regressed, there's people that got better. And there's certainly a lot of reason to be encouraged by Daniel Jones' rookie season when you look at how he's fared against some of his, his counterparts. Especially when you factor in the situation that he's in. He has, all the banged up offensive weapons he's had all year. So, really good stuff out of Daniel Jones in his rookie year as far as I'm concerned. And if you're being fair and completely unbiased, listen, I was not in love with the pick when the Giants made it. I'm still on record of saying I would have taken Josh Allen. But if you're being fair and completely unbiased, there is no way you could have told me you expected more out of the kid in his rookie year, especially if I would have told you all those guys would have went down. Yes, the fumbling needs to improve. The pocket awareness, the reading of the defenses needs to improve. But it's certainly something that can improve in year 2 for Daniel Jones. And I think it will. But we're going to have to wait and see how it all plays out. But regardless, a tremendous rookie class by Dave Gettleman. I can't say it enough. I'll have another video up in a little bit about Marcus Golden and how he wants to come back to the New York Giants and my thoughts on that. But I want to thank you guys for watching. And as always, if you liked what you watched, please subscribe, drop a comment, maybe give me a little thumbs up. Cheers.